this berry was allowing people with diabetes to need less insulin injection.
Kind of went on to a deep dive about some other plants that could be good for metabolic health.
This heavily processed food, take this medication, and now we're back to eat this plant.
Yeah, I did not realize that cinnamon had a lot of benefits as well.
Mental health is tied also with heavily processed, unhealthy foods.
Yeah, like ice cream.
The Helpful Gardeners, the podcast that digs into the buzziest plant trends and news you need to know, regardless of your growing zone. Colin is a skilled horticulturist with decades of growing experience across Canada. Brandi is the greenest of green thumbs with a love of asking questions. Welcome to our garden nook.
It is Diabetes Awareness Month.
Do I have to wear a colored shirt? Oh, like, when we talked about that on the last awareness month.
I remember we did talk about that. Just colored shirts for all of the things. But
I know we're not on video. I really hope it's blue.
Like, what am I looking at? Yeah, not sure about the colored shirt. I'll get back to you on that. But we were reading this article this week about the desert berry.
But what they found was this berry was allowing people with diabetes to need less insulin injections, and it was allowing them to control their blood sugars better through natural means.
Yeah, what was it? They said that they, when they were researching, they found that in mice, it regained their natural metabolic balance.
Yep.
That's huge, right?
Yep.
Like I know people in my life who have diabetes, and the lifestyle changes that they've had to make, right? Like, I mean, you're busy enough, and now you have to take into account like what your sugar levels are, what you are going to eat, what you can't eat. Like the whole thing just seems so restrictive and just,
I have friends in Montreal and their little guy is diabetic.
Yeah.
Neither of them are diabetic. Their other child isn't diabetic.
Yeah.
And because it's a child, it was a whole family lifestyle change.
Yes, good point.
Right? Like if I got diabetes tomorrow, I can change my own life without really impacting anybody else. But when it's a little kid, you can't be like, happy birthday, there's broccoli, we're having cake.
Right, exactly, exactly. And I mean, if they're able to do something with this extract, I mean, what was it? They were showing that it could lower fasting blood glucose by 30 to 40%, improve insulin sensitivity by 50%, and then balance cholesterol and reduce oxidative stress. Like one of those would be a huge feat. But like if you were able to get all three, that could be a huge change for a lot of folks, right?
It really is. And, you know, what plants are capable of doing, even at a surface level of healthy eating. Like there was a new study I just read it, heavily processed foods damage every single organ in the body.
Wow.
Every single organ. Like not just, oh, that's not good for your heart kind of thing. Now, the takeaway from that isn't don't ever eat those foods. Oh, my God. Eat them in moderation.
Yeah.
Okay. Compensate with your fresh fruit and vegetables and your grains and that kind of stuff. Because personally, I'm going to eat Lindt chocolate.
Yeah.
I just am. I am going to go get a burger.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a pizza because I enjoy those foods. But I tend to eat much more on the healthy side, and they're the treats. I don't eat heavily processed foods and have an orange as a treat.
Right. Very valid point. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and there's a bunch of I kind of went on to a deep dive about some other plants that could be good for metabolic health. I did not realize that cinnamon had a lot of benefits as well. I just found this video about how cinnamon is harvested. Literally like peel the bark of a tree.
It's wild.
So cool. Yeah. If I find it again, I'll post it to our Instagram at the Helpful Gardeners Pod, and you can take a peek. So cinnamon helps to improve glucose uptake by cells, mimicking the effects of insulin. It helps insulin receptors become more sensitive. So kind of like what we were talking about with the berry becoming more sensitive in that way too. Have you heard of fenugreek?
I've heard of it. I'm not sure. I know what it looks like as a plant. I've never used it.
I've never used it either. But if you don't know what it is, it's an annual herb, often used in Indian and Middle Eastern cooking. So a lot of the times it's like the seeds.
Okay.
High in fiber, which slow down digestion and absorption of carbs, leading to a more gradual rise in blood sugar. So not as like spikes.
Okay.
It's more gradual. It's kind of cool.
Yep.
Berberine.
Oh, bourbon. All I'm going to say is once I've had bourbon, I'm not interested in fenugreek. Then I want pizza and burger.
It's says from the Berberis species,
Okay.
which is like, I guess that would be what, barberry? A yellow compound extracted from the roots and bark of plants like barberry, Oregon grape, golden seal. So apparently it just helps to regulate glucose and fat metabolism and promotes insulin sensitivity. All of these things coming from natural plants.
Yep. There was a hospital, their cafeteria. You could not find anything but processed food in the cafeteria.
What?
Yeah. Bacons and sausages and beef jerky and all this stuff that is so high in sodium. And I'm at a hospital, man.
I know.
Again, I don't mind if you have a case of that, right? If somebody wants to come and grab a bacon sandwich or, a bacon and egg or whatever,
Yeah.
go for it. Enjoy it. Bon appetit. But you should maybe kind of offer oatmeal
Right.
and apples and bananas like that. I feel like there's other things at a hospital.
I know. It might be bigger than that, though. What if the hospital can't afford it? What if there's not enough funding for fresh fruit and vegetables,
But I'm not talking about the food they're serving the patients. This was the cafeteria where you go while your friend's in the hospital.
Yeah. I can
That-
tell you the hospital that Bennett was born at, chef's kiss.
There you go.
They had all sorts of fresh food there. It was fantastic.
I've been in the hospital a lot, and I've had some pretty terrible food
really?
in hospitals. They have gotten better. I remember one time my mum was in the hospital, and she was on a specific diet for health concerns. They nailed her food.
Oh, yeah.
You go back, 500 years, and you go, oh, I'm feeling sick. Oh, eat this plant. And then it's like, no, don't eat this plant. This is what you need to do. This is what you need. Eat this heavily processed food. Take this medication. And now we're back to eat this plant.
Yeah.
The plant is not going to cure you. I don't believe there's any single one plant that is a cure-all or will reverse a disease. But I've spoken to nutritionalists. I've spoken to doctors. I have a specific diet. I'm vegan. Okay, so I spoke to a nutritionalist to make sure everything was going correct because I wanted to be healthy, but, not over the top kind of healthy. Every element, essentially, of good health, from our bones to our vision to our respiratory system, starts with a good diet, starts with plants. Mental health is tied also with heavily processed, unhealthy foods.
Yeah, like ice cream.
We haven't done this episode. We're going for ice cream and pizza. That was a great episode. Grease running down my face. I love pepperoni. But a healthy diet and whole foods and whatnot. But then you look at what, a few years ago, there was only one reason to smoke weed. That was to get high and jam out to good music.
Yeah.
But now what they found with CBD and CBN and CBG and THC for pain relief, this plant has a ton of benefits for our mental health. Psilocybin, magic mushrooms. It is legal to get clinical treatment. These aren't trials anymore of depression using psilocybin, using psychoactive plants.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just another reason why when I look at my career and I look at plants and I look at things and I go, damn, these things are awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
They really are.
This podcast is brought to you by Golden Acre Home and Garden. Find seasonal inspiration for your home and garden in Calgary, Alberta year-round. Visit goldenacre.ca. The comments and opinions expressed by the Helpful Gardeners on this show are our own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Golden Acre Home and Garden. For more information on everything we covered today and to leave us a voice note, visit goldenacre.ca/podcast. The Helpful Gardeners are on Instagram at The Helpful Gardeners Pod.